flip side, Josh Bostic, we'll see him hopefully sooner than later, as he will take the bump in the bottom of the first inning, hoping that the Grizzlies can have a quick, clean top of the first against this Giants lineup. Which, again, we will bring you a little bit more about the Giants lineup throughout this ball game as it continues. And we will bring you, of course, updates also from around the league, as today we will have a few other games to update you on. There were no other games played back on Monday. The Grizzlies and Giants facing off in the only matchup back on Monday afternoon. So again, fans, wherever you may be, however you're listening, live from Chukchansi Park, thank you for tuning in and listening. I am Ben Hensley, filling in for Stephen Rice on Stream Guys, FresnoGrizzlies.com, and the Bally Live app. And we are just about ready to get started here as McCade Brown working through his warm-up pitches. So Fresno looking to keep the hot hand riding here after coming away with a W back on Monday. On Monday, we saw some very quality outings, including an outing that evening, or that afternoon, I suppose, by Connor Eaton and Fidel Ulloa, each of which had a fantastic start. In fact, both of them matching numbers against lefties and righties. We'll get you a little bit more information about them as the ballgame continues. But first, here is the first pitch from McCade Brown. It's fouled back, and we are underway from Chukchansi Park at 6:55 on Wednesday. First pitch, 6:55, is fouled back. We are underway. 102 at game time as the 0-1 pitch misses outside for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind to 8 miles an hour. As the count is even to the leadoff man, Lisbel Diaz. Diaz coming in with a .268 average, 6 home runs, as he uncorks this one to the right side. Deep going back on the ball is Felix Tena. He runs out of room and it goes foul, and it's a 1-2 count. Actually, the change has been made. Wind at 2 miles an hour. I was going to question which way the flag was blowing, as the flags look hanging very listless out there in right field. That's good news if you're a pitcher. Not too good if you're a hitter, as the 1-2 is check swing foul at the plate, and we'll do it again here. In the top of the first, Lisbel Diaz leading off for these Giants. He plays right field. Again, .268 coming in, 6 homers, 31 driven in, as these Giants prepare for their postseason play, as he swings and misses at this one. And McCade Brown gets the first man he faces on strikes, and there is one away in the top of the first inning. Lisbel Diaz retired on strikes for the first out, as that brings up Walker Martin. Martin, the left-handed hitting shortstop. He strides in with a .183 average, as the first pitch from Brown is swung on and missed. And McCade Brown is ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Martin back on Monday going 1 for 3. Singled in the first inning and did not do much after that. He also did walked in the third. Also had a flyout and a strikeout to his line, as the 0-1 pitch is just outside for a ball. It's a ball and the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Top of the first inning, just underway from Chukchansi Park. As the 1-1 from Brown, here it comes. It's lined into right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. The first hit of this ball game for either side comes in the top of the first in the form of a Walker Martin single, and he is on board for these visiting Giants. Now keep an eye on that hit total for McCade Brown. Brown has not allowed more than 1 hit since way back in June. June 15th was the last time he allowed more than a single hit. He allowed 5 hits. He also gave up 5 runs in that start against Rancho Cucamonga. Grizzlies ended up coming back in that game, winning 6-5. Brown giving up all 5 of the Grizzlies' runs scored against, as Xander Darby stands in, takes the first pitch for a strike, and it counts no balls and 1 strike to the second baseman, Xander Darby. D-A-R-B-Y. It's the 0-1 pitch from Brown. Here it comes. That one is a little bloop into left field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. And now back-to-back singles with one out. Have runners on first and second. Martin moves up to second base. Xander Darby on with a single. And that was just kind of a dying line drive out there into left field. Darby going into left field with that pitch. It just kind of kept sinking and sinking in front of the left fielder Hinchman. And by the end of all of the action, well, back-to-back singles. And now the Giants trying to have something happen early in this ball game. So both of these hits coming against left-handed batters. Now the right-handed bat of Cesar Quintas stands in. He rips the first pitch down the line foul and towards the bullpen, and count moves to 0-1. So we take a look at Quintas, who comes in at 233. He does have 12 home runs on the year. Does Quintas, also 57 driven in. As the 0-1 pitch to the Giants cleanup man on the way now is outside ball one, and it's ball and a strike. So Quintas, his 12 home runs lead this Giants roster, as do his 57 driven in. Dangerous right-handed bat here, wearing number 13. As we hope he grounds into a little bit of luck. There's a ground ball out towards short. Wimmer flips it to Tucker. Tucker on the way to Longwell, and it's a 6-4-3 double play, getting the Grizzlies out of the inning. Top of the first over. We head to the bottom of the first. Grizzlies looking to jump out front. It is scoreless after half an inning. You're listening to Grizzlies Baseball on Stream Guys, FresnoGrizzlies.com, and the Valley Live app. I'm Ben Hensley, filling in for Stephen Rice. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Chukchansi Park. Top of the second, 1-0 our score. Grizzlies jumped out to the lead once again. And that was their 12th jumping out to the lead in the last 14 ball games. As the first pitch from McCade Brown, here it comes, is in there on the outside corner, called strike one. And we're back underway as Robert Hipwell takes that first pitch for a strike. From McCade Brown on for his second inning of work. Brown on 0-1. This one comes in and hits him. Hits him right on the thigh. Robert Hipwell aboard now with a hit by pitch. And now McCade Brown has allowed base runners in his first 2 innings. And keep in mind, last week down in Visalia, his last start in Visalia, back on the 30th, he did give up 4 walks, had a little bit of control issue down in Visalia. As the base runner, Robert Hipwell, taking all sorts of time getting down there to first and trying to see if he's walking off what hurts or he's just taking his time. I think he's just giving himself a little time to shake that leg out, as Hipwell was beamed on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball from McCade Brown. And that fastball is big league level quality. I've talked about that with several of our front office personnel here. As now in strides Jeremiah Jenkins. First pitch to him misses inside, gets away a little bit, as Darius Perry does not let it get too far away. Counts 1 ball and no strikes. So Grizzlies fans, all season long, Pete and Jerry's Home Run Eggs, the official egg partner of minor league baseball, invites you to show off your excellent moves in the Shelley's Shake Ya Tail Feather Dance-Off for your chance to win free eggs. This one's skied foul, and it'll go out of play. Pete and Jerry's Eggs.
Finish him.
These Giants comes in with a 231 average, limited playing time. No home runs yet, 3 driven in, as this one is outside for a ball, and the count moves to 1-2. So Brown still ahead in the count. Both runs given up were earned. Bump that earned run average just a little bit higher, as the 1-2 pitch comes in, and that one gets him somewhere. I'll have to take a look at where that got him. He tried to check his swing, and He went around, and so strike 3 called, and that's a tough way to strike out. But Jacob Christian down on strikes. He tried to get out of the way of that pitch, and well, if we see that on replay, I'm pretty sure that pitch did get him, but looking back on it, the bat did break the plane, and strike 3 called. Strike 3 emphatically signaled by the base umpire and Theo Arndt. And there is one down here in the top of the second inning. 2 across, 1 out, as Ty Hanchey stands in, the left-handed batter. 254 on the year, 3 home runs, 25 driven in. As the 1-0 misses, and it's ball 2. Ty Hanchey appearing in his 32nd game. These Giants, young Giants squad. A lot of these guys weren't with the squad at the beginning of the year. As this one misses for ball 3, it's 3-0. And now McCade Brown having a little bit of trouble with his control. He's already plunked 1. Physically, he's plunked 2, although Jacob Christian down on strikes as the 3-0 pitch now is hammered into left field. Inchman over towards the foul line, makes the catch with about a foot of space before the foul line and about 4 feet of space before the wall, and there are 2 down. Score that F7 on the putout, a long way. Inchman had to run hard to his right, and by the time he came up with the ball, he was on the warning track over there by the left field fence. Made the catch maybe 4 feet, 5 feet from the wall, and then casually bumped into it, as that'll bring up Giancarlo Sio. Sio, the designated hitter for these Giants, takes the first pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0. Sio 244 average on the year, 4 home runs coming in. Sio grounds this one, lines this one hard towards third, caught on the fly by Blake Wright, and the inning is over. So quick hands down there at third base in this inning, but not before the Giants are able to push across 2 to respond to the Grizzlies 1 they put up in the bottom of the first. At the end of an inning and a half, it's 2-1 Giants. We head back to Chick-Chansey Park after this. Thanks for listening on Stream Guys, FresnoGrizzlies.com, and the Valley Live app. I'm Ben Hensley filling in for Stephen Rice. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to downtown Fresno. Top of the third, 2-1 our score. Giants leading the Grizzlies. As McCade Brown toes the rubber to begin his third inning of work against the top of the order in Lisbel Diaz. As the first pitch to Diaz is poked out towards third, a sliding attempt out there at third base, and Blake Wright not able to come up with this one, as that one will likely be scored a hit. Tough hit to the left side. Blake Wright having to scramble to his left, trying to make that catch, going down to one knee, and it is indeed a base hit to lead off the inning. For Lisbel Diaz, that brings up Walker Martin. Martin, 1 for 1, he singled back in the first inning. So already 4 hits given up by both sides here in the top of the third inning. McCade Brown now to Walker Martin, misses with this one for a ball. It's 1-0. So Martin batting 193, slightly better against lefties. On the season, he's hitting 200 against left-handed arms, so we'll see how he's faring against righties in just a moment, as this one's skied into left field and out of play. And the count is 1-1. So again, Martin, a bit of a backward split here, as he is in fact better against lefties, the left-handed hitter, and he is against right-handed pitching. 179 coming in against righties. As Martin even in the count with 1 ball and 1 strike, no outs, and the runner going for second. The throw down is not in time, and a swipe grab and a swipe tag by the shortstop, Braylon Wimmer. And now, Lisbel Diaz, he was in there safely with a stolen base. He's still down. Now he stands up, and he's asking, who tagged me? So, who tagged me? Who's got the ball? I don't think Wimmer had any ill intent there. Just trying to get the runner, as there's going to be a runner at second base in scoring position now. Time now called by Walker Martin. As Diaz, that was his 7th steal on the season. is appearing in his 52nd game. He's one of the longer tenured of these San Jose Giants on this year's roster, as this pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. So Walker Mountain down on strikes. Good bounce back for McCade Brown. That's his second strikeout on the evening, and it'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Xander Darby. Darby 1 for 1. He singled back in the first, was erased on the double play that ended the inning by Cesar Quintas. Double play was scored 6-4-3. And in the bottom of the first, well, take the 4 out. There was a double play on the Giant side that was scored 6-3 as the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 to Xander Darby. Darby, the 3-hitter, batting .258 on the season, 2 home runs and 9 driven in. As the 1-0 pitch, here it comes, it's inside, ball 2. And the count quickly, 2 balls and no strikes to Darby. So 1 away here, top of the second. As Brown looks in, works from the stretch, kicks and fires. This one is inside and low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Fans experience the ultimate party at Chick-Chansey. Enjoy thrilling gaming, award-winning dining, and rejuvenation at Serenity Springs Spa and Saloon. Plus, get ready for the Sounds of Summer concert series. Check out who's coming at chickchancygold.com. As this one is driven out to right field. And that ball is gone. And it's a 4-1 lead. Xander Darby all over that pitch. Second 2-run home run allowed by McCade Brown. And he's got 4 runs against him, all of them earned. And it is now 4-1. So again, Grizzlies fans, get ready for the Sounds of Summer concert series at Chick-Chansey. Check out who's coming at chickchancygold.com. Whether it's a day trip or an extended stay, Chick-Chansey Gold promises an unforgettable adventure. Join the party soon. And we thank Chick-Chansey Gold Resort and Casino for being a proud partner of your Fresno Grizzlies here in the top of the 3rd. Grizzlies hoping to bounce back here, already trailing 3 as Cesar Quintas swings and misses at this pitch. And the count is 0-1. That home run by Darby, the second one by lefties against the right-hander McCade Brown, as this pitch misses outside. It's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still only 1 out here. Top of the 3rd, 2 runs across. It's a 4-1 score. As the 1-1 pitch from Brown is inside. And did that go off something, I think, is the question. As from here, it sounded as if there was some noise. And I couldn't tell if that went off the glove or if that kind of chipped off the catcher's gear. And now Steve Solis is going to come out to have a chat with home plate umpire Larry Pettis. He's saying, "Did you hear what I heard?" I think. As I look up onto my screen and see Steve Solis. All right. Did you hear the same thing I heard? I heard the ball hit the bat. And from up here, it sounded as if something came from the battery region. Couldn't tell if it was the catcher's mitt popping the ball, but Steve is pointing at his ear saying, "I heard something, so just keep your ears open just like your eyes are behind the plate." As either way, the count is now 2-1 as we look in the replay, and that I think that clipped something. Couldn't tell if it clipped gear, clipped a bat, or clipped the catcher's mitt. Either way, the 2-1 pitch is grounded out towards second. Actually, out towards short. Wimmer now up with it. Throw is in the dirt, and it's going to go into the dugout. So Wimmer on a routine ground ball. And we've seen some dazzling plays out there at shortstop, but that was not one of them. As Braylon Wimmer now scored E6 on that play. Straight error. As I do not believe Quintas would have reached had that throw been online. And just like that, well, still a runner in scoring position, still danger from these Giants bats. And even though the bases were cleared on that home run, it's kind of felt like the Grizzlies are pitching from behind the 8 ball for most of this inning. And if it gets on the wrong foot, gets off on the wrong foot, it's very often that it feels that way the entire frame. As this one skied into center field, in is Hopfy, makes the catch. and that's the second out of the inning. Score that F8 on the putout. And really for Tommy Hopfe, that's a tough play to make for several reasons. Well, the first reason is he did not play much outfield in college, and with the outfield of this Grizzlies roster currently suffering a little bit from the injury bug here late in the year, partially the injury bug, partially you are really exhausted from what is a 132-game season, 131 games this year with the canceled game earlier this season, as now a swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying. Jeremiah Jenkins tries to airmail this bat down to the first base coach as he takes the walk of shame towards the coach's box. And I think he got some luck that Nate Keevy, the fundamentals coach down there at first base, coaching first, just tossed the bat back to him. As we look again, that bat just flew out of the hands of the left-handed batter, Jeremiah Jenkins. And no doubt about that one, that was a strike, as the bat must have flown a good 110, 115 feet from the plate. He put all his effort into that one. Now on 0-1, this one's fouled off to the left side, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Jeremiah Jenkins giving everybody a bit of a wake-up call there. And I was at a game earlier this year down in Visalia. It was a ball, that broken bat ground ball, and the bat actually ended up almost going over the netting as this one's fouled back, and the count stays 0-2. This is back in Visalia earlier this year. The bat almost flew over the netting on a broken bat. And, on one where you see the bat fly foul, you're expecting the ball to be foul too. It was a fair ball. It was the most interesting thing about that play, is the bat ended up almost over the netting down the right field line, and it was a fair ball as the 0-2 pitch is lined into left field. Back on it as Hinchman reaches up and makes a catch, backpedaling, and that will end the inning. Score that F7 in your playbook, but it looked much more complicated than that. Grizzlies give up 2. They do strand 1 runner, and at the end of 2.5, Grizzlies trail 4-1. We'll be back from Chachansey Park in downtown Fresno. I'm Ben Hensley, filling in for Stephen Rice. You're listening to Grizzlies Baseball.